Bellboy, and I'm back again. Yeah, I was pretty anxious to get out already because, like, top 5 Surprise Series moments of memorable moments I've been thinking about constantly, and I really wanted to get it off my chest. So I thought, now, why not now? So, wait a minute. What's going on? What? I don't believe my eyes! It's the Bandit!
Hey yo, Bellboy. Pleasure to see you again, man.
Oh,
You surprised to see the Bandit?
I'm speechless. Please sit down. I mean, this is, well...
How you doing, fans?
This is a huge surprise. I mean, it's been a long time
It's been too long. The Bandit hasn't been here
Look who it is.
for over a year, man. This guy hasn't invited me on this show for over a year. We were supposed to be tight, man.
What?
I thought we were tight.
I was just saying to Sydney on our last episode, he's constantly asking about, but it's been...
Hey, listen, chill out, man.
It's 14 months since
I'm only pulling this guy's leg,
Yeah,
man.
I've been under this guy for about every month to try and get on under the hat because I was basically looking for some company. Since Sydney's been gone, you know, it's been a one-man show.
Well, look, the bad guy, he likes to be random, and I think I lived up to that today. Hey, Bellboy, have I interrupted something here? Were you, like, doing some sort of show?
What I was trying to do, I don't think I can do it now. My top 5 memorable moments of Survivor Series, I did it. I don't know if you checked out the video previously to, it was, memorable moments.
Listen, the band has been really busy.
I know.
The band has been really busy.
It must have been like, so obviously the producers have worked some magic and they've given you, I know you asked for quite a lot of money to appear on the show, I've heard. And, but, well, they obviously sorted that out.
This guy's talking nonsense. The bad guy, he doesn't charge, man. The Bandit's here. Bandit's here free of charge. You know, some other guys, not gonna mention any names, Spinnernet. Oh, crap.
Oh, yeah. I did hear that, yeah. You're not as big as Mark.
The guy's full of his own self, man.
Well, I actually don't mind Spinner, but that's besides the point. I think right now while we've got you here, it's a great privilege to actually have you back on the show on the hat.
Hey, look, the Bandit is privileged to be here. Privileged to be here with my old friend, Bellboy. It's a shame, Sydney. This is a shout going out to Sydney and Sydney for life, brother.
Indeed, man. I could agree with the Bandit on that. For life. And Sid, this is a big surprise for me. It must be a huge one for you. It's a shame you're not here to see it in the flesh. I mean, that was I was wondering what was going on there.
Hey, I did check out your last show. I checked out the last show Under the Hat. Now these boys represent really well. And I think, Sid, you know, great tribute. Great to hear you live on satellite. And, mate, I'm sure I'll see you soon. And, you just represent for the Bandit. You make sure you represent for the Bandit in Sydney. Yeah?
Yeah.
Get a load of those women.
Yeah. We're trying to bring on right for Bellboy as well. But what I was, as you're here, you know, I think what I'm going to want to speak about is the WWE in general. Have you been keeping tabs on what's going on?
Listen, the Bandit, I think you know my position on this. Ever since that roster split in 2002, I think that WWE has been producing an inferior product. For me, yeah, look, you got a lot of great guys there. You got the John Cena's, you got your Randy Orton's. It was a big shame for me, personal privilege, to see Shawn Michaels wrestle at WrestleMania 26.
Yeah.
Okay, the match against Taker wasn't quite what they had at WrestleMania 25. But to be fair, it's very, very hard to better that match. The match at WrestleMania 25 for me was truly legendary.
It was.
But you know, two great athletes, and it was a great, great way for Shawn Michaels to go out. You know, I had no expectations. I kind of knew the guy was going to lose to Taker. I mean, Taker was never going to drop his winning streak at Mania. But you know, Shawn showed up, and like Shawn does, and he put on a great show. He is the showstopper. He is Mr. WrestleMania. And, you know, I'd just like to, you know, for me, the Bandit, would like to have a big shout-out to the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. Wherever you are, brother, I hope you're doing well. Because, man, I'm missing you, guy.
But, speaking of the WWE, and I know you're not a big fan of the roster split, but there's a sign, and I've only just realised that they might be possibly moving towards scrapping it. I mean, not any time in the near future, but they're unifying all the belts. They've unified the tag team championships, and they've also unified the women's and the Divas championship, which makes sense.
Listen, I gotta step in right here, man. I'm sorry for stealing your thunder, but that old Divas crap. What a load of nonsense. Listen, those Divas, yeah, they look great, man, don't they? But they should not be wrestling. They should not be wrestling. That's not wrestling. Women wrestlers, what's that all about? Sorry to be sexist, but yeah, the Bandit is a bit of a male chauvinist pig. And look, women, they look great, but they shouldn't be wrestling, man. It's about having a man one-on-one.
Oh, yeah, like Liz, maybe have him as a valet.
Yeah, a valet, you know.
That's it. But, as I was going to say, they're probably going to unify the World Heavyweight and the WWE Championship. And that means, finally, they're going to get rid of that seen as spinny belt. Even though it doesn't spin, it's still that same belt. Finally, they'll get rid of it. And I'm thinking, maybe if that happens, there's only going to be about 4 championships, maybe 5 at most, and they might, you know, scrap the split.
Bellboy, for me, it'd be great if they finally get rid of that roster split. I really, ever since it came in, I wanted it to go. I think what they need to do, I know there's a great call. The guys say to get burnt out quickly, they're wrestling a lot of matches, and that was part of the reason for the roster split, but never ever think, look, Vince McMahon separated it, because at the end of the day, it's a business, and he thought he could make more money. But what's happened, in my opinion, is the product, since it's split, has been inferior. What I'm calling for is stronger characters, stronger superstars, one show, right? Let's just get rid of that roster split.
And better feuds.
Better feuds, better everything, in a bad guy's opinion, man.
Yeah, I have to tend to agree on a lot of what you said. The WWF is definitely not what it was, and I think they need to shuffle it around just a PG-13 thing. You must know.
Well, you know, Kevin Nash said a long time ago, he was interviewed when he jumped to WCW, I believe it was 96, and he said that the WWF at the time, when they had that whole PG-13 thing in like 94, 95, he said it was like they were competing with Disney. I mean, it failed then, and it's going to fail now. They used a failing business model, and they put it back into practice. Why, if it didn't work in 94, 95, is it going to suddenly turn around and work in 2010? Come on, Vince. Wake up and smell the coffee. And, you know, the big reason why the bad guys come on today, the Bandit has reached this show because I want to introduce my new show. Now, look, we're not going to be hitting you weekly, like Bellboy, like Sydney did. But we're going to be a bit sort of randomly. We're going to be appearing on your screens. It's me, and it's a close friend of mine, a mark for the business. It's going to be my close friend, Smokey.
Smokey?
So, yeah, you're right, guys. It's going to be Smokey and the Bandit.
Smokey and the Bandit, that's pretty bad. Really, this is an idea that you've had for a while? Is that what you've been working on in this time?
Listen, the Bandit's been away for a long time, and I apologize to my fans out there, but the Bandit has been away. He's been doing his thing. He's come here today, say hello to my friend Bellboy, and to announce my new show. I'm here to plug a show.
I'm intrigued.
Smokey and the Bandit is going to be rocking to your screen soon. We're going to talk about wrestling, of course. We're going to just try and keep the thing hot. We're going to have a topic, a discussion show, but it's going to be purely random. I'm not going to announce my shows. I'm not dissing your format or anything. I think it's absolutely fantastic. But I want to have a more random show, a show that just feels like you never quite know where it's going to go.
That sounds interesting. It sounds a bit like the NWO. Well, put it this way, this is obviously not going to be the last time you've seen the Bandit. Hopefully you'll see him again soon, and not another 14 months out, but now you've got this new show up on the go. We might actually see him sooner than you see anyone else.
Fans, you'll be seeing me soon. You'll be seeing me real soon.
Well, if you want to do the special line, do you remember it?
Yeah.
For me, Bellboy,
and
the
for
Bandit,
me, the Bandit,
who's back. What goes under the hat
stays
stays
under
under the hat.
the hat.